What a moment this was down at Amy Park. Will Warbrick gets the intercept and seals the match for the Melbourne Storm to book them a spot in the prelim final. It was such a nice moment for Will. Billy, he's missed a large chunk of the year due to concussion and such an important part of that team.
Be a tough injury to overcome as well. When you're getting symptoms, you feel like you haven't got an injury, but you're continually getting these symptoms from a head injury. And then to score a moment like that in the biggest game of the year to book a preliminary final on home turf, 80 minutes away from a grand final, the Melbourne Storm. And look, the Bulldogs were dealt a cruel hand. Obviously lost their both centres, one of them being their captain, Stephen Crichton, in the 19th minute. Viliami kick out goes off with a HIA. This is Crichton's injury here. Just his leg buckles underneath him. And he's got a syndesmosis injury. You see his left ankle there. That's awkward. And he fought hard. He played on for a good 4 or 5 minutes after that. He tried to keep playing. He couldn't run. He succumbed to the injury. And, you know, they tried to play patch up, but they just weren't quite good enough to get the points in the end.
With all the challenges, they got to the front.
Yeah.
So they got to the front with 15 minutes to go. And it was Harry Grant who ended up coming up with a great play. Him and Tyrone Wishart. Their bench worked fantastic, the Melbourne Storm. And Will Warbrick, he didn't have a great start of the game either. Come up with a couple of errors, and when you watch him actually attack that last ball, that was no hesitation. It was a great try. Like, he could have sat back and really put his team under pressure, but he attacked the situation. Dogs, there wasn't much to the tries, I didn't think. It was such a gritty game. It was such a tough game. There was so much in the contact. The tries sort of really come out of nothing. Burton, I thought, played better when he went to the centres, ran more. He's a big body. I don't know why he's not kicking to be more positive. Even at the death of the game when they needed a result, he just kept cage kicking. He just kept kicking into the corner relentlessly. It was like, mate, you know, the last 15 minutes they needed something, and he's got a weapon, and he just refused to use it. I don't know if it's under instructions or just refused to have a crack and put their back three under a little bit more pressure.
I've got to say, Toby Sexton, coming off the bench, not been there for a long time. His performance when he came on, I actually found that really inspiring. First touch try.
Second touch.
Oh, sorry, second. There you go.
He threw the pass.
I thought it was first as well. But I thought he was fantastic. And then you spoke about this, Freddie, about Burton going to centre. Sexton comes into that lineup. He added real spark to their attack. He squared them up a lot, as we're seeing straight through here. He's got that ability, and to do that after being out for so long is a real positive, I think, not just for the team, but for him personally.
Drastic situation, drastic circumstances require drastic decisions. I would change the whole lot. I'd honestly change the whole lot. Look at the Broncos. A month ago, they were gone. You know, injuries down in Melbourne, gone. They've turned their season around. I'd put Reid Marnie back in at number 9, Bailey Haywood at number 14. He's the utility. Bring him on as a small forward through the middle of the field when players get tired. I think that's his best position. Toby Sexton's the halfback. Galvin's the 5'8". Matt Burton goes into the centres. I think drastic changes here can actually rejuvenate this. They've won 2 games in the last 7 games, the Bulldogs, and one of them was against a 16-man rested Panthers. I'd change the lot and you might just spark something. Toby Sexton can play nice and straight. He's a genuine halfback. I think it'd free him up.
He's a likeable character as well. And
what about the other halfback, Jonah Peasant? He did a great job in the replacement of Jerome Hughes. Made a try-saving tackle on Matt Burton early in the game. He kicked super late on this try to Ali Katoa. He did a marvellous job coming in at the starting number 7 for the first time this year.
It was composed
This was the tackle here. What's this tackle here? That's a try saver on a big man. He's hard to pull down that close to the line, Burton. Kicked well, 40-20. Yeah, he had a fantastic game.
nothing seems to faze Jonah Pezzett for a young kid, but you'd imagine if Jerome Hughes has a say in it, he'll be doing absolutely everything possible to get out there, surely, in that prelim. I mean, I know it's a fracture.
Know about Jerome Hughes, I wouldn't have a clue what's going on there. Like, you know, from all indications, he's got a fracture in his arm, so there'll be a process of, can he handle the pain? Can his arm handle contacts?
I think he made a phone call. He called Mel Meninga not to go to the Bears, but just to see if he's still got that.
The big guy.
That big Mel Meninga.
I've still got some broken ribs, actually, where Mel used to stick it into my chest like that, just with his elbow forward. A little bit of steel he used to have in it. It's really legal.
I think he's a chance. I don't know how much of a chance he is, what percentage, but yeah, originally it was season over for Jerome Hughes, but I think there's a glimmer of hope. There's a light there.
And Munster's ankle after that contact?
I think he's okay, given the fact that he's got a 2-week recovery into a preliminary final. Be hard to keep Cameron Munster out of this one, I think.